set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Davis now. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Texans at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off play action. Davis. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Let's go now.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Here's Smith to return it. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Davis. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And going right back to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Dameon Pierce with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Hill going to use his legs.
And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. 7-7, our score after 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Go, Reed, go!
Kellen on the counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Hill.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Hill.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, Hill.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. A shotgun snap for Hill.
Got an open man, it's Olave.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Hill. It's complete right side to Benjamin.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. From 13 yards out.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Davis. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Now Davis on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Hill. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Hill looking to throw on 1st.
Going right back to Wilson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Davis, a final shot before break. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Again, they run with Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And some space here. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 5. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Saints 27, Texans 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Hill. Touchdown. Adam Troutman from 19 yards away.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Hill looking to throw for it.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Davis. Oh, he's got a man wide. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Oh, well. A 22-yard gain.
22 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Let's go.
They try the left side with Hill.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hill going to keep it on the option right.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, a run for Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hill looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Hill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Okay, ready?
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 16, Davis. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Davis now. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option left. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, and it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try and run for it with Hill.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it's Hill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run the option left side. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
On the run is Benjamin.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Eno Benjamin.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind